Hello everyone, the name's Wolfy. It's nice to meet ya. I found my way to a little piggy's house and this little piggy let me in. And just before I ate him all up, he said to me, "Oh, I've got to do a video for some kids." And I said, "I'll do it for you." Yeah. And then I got them all up. To plan an informative text, it looks like you have to think of a topic. I can think of one right now. It could be an animal. An animal. A sport, a place, or something else you're interested in. I've got a bit of interest. Could be some little piggies, little tiny little piggies. And you type it in here, what you're interested in, little piggies. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm interested in some little piggies. Then you do them. So I'd be doing how they taste, how they squeal, where they live, some headings in there. Then you do some ideas, maybe how to eat them, how to blow their house down. I could have used one of these mind maps a couple of times on my adventures. Then you go on to the writing. You're going to plan informative text. You read the short paragraph. Below and underline the describing word. Here's an underlining thing right here. Once there lived a king, a kind old king. He was kind and he was old. He was loved by all of the citizens of his country. Good old Wolfy is loved by many. Everyone's always cheering and screaming when Wolfy comes into town. He shared a huge, strong castle with his beautiful wife and their 3 delicious, perfect children. Then, once you've underlined all the describing words, yeah, there's a bunch of them. Now you rewrite the paragraph, but substitute in antonyms. An antonym is an opposite word. So if once there lived a kind old king, this could be the opposite. There lived an evil young king. Oh yeah. And you write it down here. You do a bit of spelling, it looks like. Looks like you get the choice of the list, and then you're writing out your spelling words 3 times. And write the definition of 3 tricky words. Looks like you're doing them on this page. Then you're having a bit of a crunch and sip, or I had a bit of crunch and sip with your teacher just a moment ago. Now read a book for 15 minutes. Then it's time to be the connector. The connector's job is to make personal connections with the book. Little Red Riding Hood. I remember reading that and going, I could have been in that book. Red Riding Hood. I can't spell. Oh, yeah. I read that book. Something to Your Own Life. I might have eaten a couple of little kitties in red clothing before. To another text. There might be a few books like that and occurring around the world. I might have just done it a couple of days ago. But there's something around the world that's happening. Then looks like you're having a bit of recess, it says here. Definitions of factors and products. The definition of a factor: a number that divides evenly into another number. So 56 divided by 8 equals 8. Another definition of a factor: a number that is multiplied by another to give a product. 7 multiplied by 8 equals 56. The definition of a product. Oh, I can still smell your teacher. An answer to a multiplication question. And one is special because one is not a prime number. One is not a composite number. Oh, the number 1 is pretty cool. Factors and products. Test yourself. What are the factors and products? What are the factors and products here? What are the factors and products here? It looks like you click and drag them. You find them and you drag them over here, whichever one it is. Oh, Wolfy, you might have to think about that. Composite and prime numbers. Composite number. A number that has more than 2 factors. Example, the number 8. A 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8, so it has more than 1. A prime number. A number that has only 2 factors. 7 is a prime number because the only numbers that will divide into it evenly are 1 and 7. Examples are over here. Read the definition on the previous slides and then try and find the composite numbers. Write them down over here. Then you're doing some positioning directions to use simple maps and grids to represent position and follow routes using a compass. The task is, from the map above, describe a journey using a different points and the different directions you travel. Have a look. Describe your journey here. So, write your journey on the next slide. So what do we want? First, we drove west from Sydney to Lithgow. From Sydney to Lithgow. Well, we stopped for a bit of brekkie then. Interesting. Now here's some answers here. Describe your journey then. So you have to finish the answer here, it looks like. Describe what you did. So you went that way, then you went that way, and that way, and that way. Talk about it. This one might take some thinking. Answer the question above. In each part of the grid, name the shape at C4. I look for the C, and I go to number 4. It looks like it's an octagon. Wolfy remembers his shapes. And then you do it for all of them. What is the difference about the shape on B1 compared to the other shapes? Interesting. You gotta look for B1. Wow. 10-minute shake-up games after that. You click on the link down here and you try some fun games, it looks like, for PD Health. Then after a bit of a lunch, I saved a bit of your teacher for lunch, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Looks like you're getting some aluminium foil and you're going to sculpt some people. Oh, this one looks like he's running away. Oh, I've seen that before, don't you worry. Wolfy's seen that. You watch the demo to help you learn how to sculpt using aluminium foil. Very good. You watch the YouTube clip down here. If it doesn't click, all you have to do is press the enter button and it goes green. And then you're finished. If you got to the end of this video, I think you should write down my name right here. What's my name? That's what I ask everyone. Oh, my name is Wolfy. It's nice to meet you all. I look forward to seeing you again real soon.